A little bit smoky in the hood there, you guys. A little smoky in the hood. I'll just jaunt for a bit. Got my guard dog with me. We're hoofing her tonight. I might be overzealous, but there's the half-cut garage. We're going for a walk. We started off well over on that side earlier today, and we're going to make some miles there. Evening, Mr. Smith. Good to see you joined us. Good evening, Terry. Don't mind if I'm huffing and puffing a bit. I might have thought of the smoke before I decided to go for a walk. I keep telling everybody the smoke's not bad, because compared to what we're seeing to the east and south of us, it's not bad for us here. Most of you guys that aren't across the country on another side of it got it much worse than us. And if you're in the States or somewhere else, it's going to be just like last summer. All the YouTubers in the States, every last one of them I follow, is all complaining about the Canadian fog. Well, guess what? It's going to be another summer just like that. It's pretty mellow already. Most of the crews have gone home. We're back to wherever their base is for now. I think the choppers are probably done for the night. Fort Nelson Fire Department's probably still cruising around. They're kind of keeping tabs on us overnight, making sure everything remains, I don't want to say under control, but doing their best to make sure that nothing gets out of freaking hand. Oh, Mr. Smith. Seems like the fire trucks are just cruising for absolutely no reason. Not understanding, getting sprinklers. Could be dealing with hot spots. Yeah, I understand getting this stuff set up. In a bit of a way I do. So when they determined that these things were going to meet over the river, and possibly collide with us in town here, there wouldn't be an egress point for everybody to get away. So that would, they had to move their operations. So what they would do is, this would buy them, from what we figured with the math, approximately 4.5 to 5 hours. So if you got a real fire event, you could theoretically back off for 4.5 to 5 hours and save structures, you know. But yeah, there is, I definitely think some of the hot spots, you know, there's a lot more, now that I'm talking more about it, I see where you're coming from. There's a lot more people, a lot more resources could be involved in putting out the hot spots, as opposed to just setting this up. The crews that did it here in our area, right? I haven't really been leaving, so I'm talking from top of the hill here to top of the hill on the other side. Them boys, I gotta say, about 4 or 5 pickups rolled through this whole neighborhood in 3 hours, maybe 4 hours, you know. And then they fiddled around. There was some fiddling around with fittings or whatnot. Everybody was short on fittings. That's don't tell the wife, that's my new hoe. Don't tell Taryn either. He'd be a little upset with me if I took his new hoe. Anyhow, we're taking you to the other side of the zone today. Gonna mix it up something different. We had some action. That's I didn't get much from me after that noon post, specifically because it was pretty hectic. There was definitely some swirling breezes and whatnot today. The wind was pretty steady. The helicopter crew is absolutely outstanding. I'm still kind of miffed on whether or not a water bomber wouldn't be more effective, but that's not my call to make. You know, I don't know. I'm still that 5-gallon pails is better than a couple, 5 gallons of water is better than a cup of water kind of guy, so. But, you know, what do I know, right? Yeah. We weren't talking about your hoe, Taryn, I swear. I swear. Hope you didn't see that scratch I put on it either. Right? Pretty calm. Pretty calm, pretty mellow in Fort Nelson here. So a couple things. They do have the gas shut off out here now. Just the natural gas to like all the homes, the mains shut off, which is going to create issues for people coming back. From what I understand, it might delay the process a little bit. We'll have to see. Not that we can really talk about people coming back yet, like we have. There's going to be some time. They're gonna have us locked down here for a good bit yet. Even if it was to start raining, pouring rain today, and not let up for the next 5 days, I'd wager that y'all wouldn't see you back in town yet. Just saying. So just keep that in mind. Be comfortable where you're at. If there's any way you can see family right now or something like that, make the most of it. Yeah, I painted your Harley for you today, Taryn. It's all done. You better come pick it up. Girlie's gonna go get herself a chicken for dinner here. You guys watch. This live is gonna turn into a hunting show. I got a little bit. I had to come this way, you guys. I didn't want to hop through people's fences and yards and everything else. Even though I know everybody, I don't want to take you through everybody's yard or whatnot, privacy reasons and what have you. Got a little more rejuvenated. Her buddy Trevor there, good neighbor, longtime neighbor of mine there across the road there, comes zipping back out with his dozer today. He's still going. I'm erring it on the side of caution. I'm not going to play late or anything on my own. This is something that, you know, this guy here doesn't take care of his yard. It's an absolute mess. A real shame. He's got a nice hard-working wife, and he just sort of sits on his laurels and, like, look at, how do you have a yard like that? I don't know. Anyhow, we got Girlie with us. You can see that fire line on the other side. Again, we're on the other side of the creek, remind you. Don't worry, we'll get to some action here. I'm headed for action, you guys. Those of you guys that want some action. So, just hold on. You just got to go through the walking part with me too. Okay? So, I don't know if there's anything. Maybe on my way out, I could come in here tomorrow and maybe do something with this grass. But then, like, what? There's the grass on the other side. There's the grass on the other side. Jamie tried to disc this up with the tractor, but the grass is just so damn thick that it won't even really touch it. So, a couple of other things. The thumbnail for this, I don't know if you guys noticed it or anybody was looking at it, but it's the map of the area that I've been working. So I will post it afterwards, but I didn't want it to get confused with the video link. Or if you want to look at the thumbnail, you can. It's basically it's a pie And at times that fire's coming up into the bottom of that pie where the creek is. So we're just trying to make it so that if it tries to hop over into this dry grass or whatnot, because if it got into some of this grass, it would rip through this, I don't know what this is, 80 acres or more. It would rip through it in probably a matter of minutes. You'll see it's much like the other side. This is the only wet, swampy section of it, and I'm kind of curious the fact that this has water in it, if it's coming up from that little puddle up there that seems to have a spring in it. So it was supper time. I got a little lazy here towards the end of the day, just trying to get my way through, because otherwise you guys are going to see it was a long ways to backtrack. Long ways to backtrack. On a side note, the reason why this is still open here next to the bush is we run our Durango Snowcat through here in the wintertime. We didn't last winter because we didn't have enough snow, so a lot of these willows and whatnot didn't get snipped off, but there will come a time again. I just wanted to get through the thorny patch that I didn't do. Like I said, I got a little bit more to finish there. So there you have it. There's day 2 of my fire line. If my wedge theory works, if something does get here, I'm hoping nothing gets here. I'm hoping that I wasted my time this whole time. I hope I annihilated my trees. Yeah. Fun times. Would have been a lot faster with a dozer, but hey, take whatever I can get. The ravens were following me around. Must have been a fair few mice in here. They were enjoying the meal. Yeah, well, if nothing else, Jim, it's peace of mind for the next while. That you know, at least there's something there. A little bit of a break in between whatever potential could happen. You never know, a fall fire when these fields don't do too bad for hay. So a fire in a hay crop probably would be something else. And somewhere here we're gonna hop through. I think this might be the spot I found earlier. Look at us, you guys, going someplace new. Just about lost my water. It's like having our own little walking track. So there you go. It's a little smokier than I thought, actually. Quite a bit smoky up near the top. So what we've been looking at most of the time when we come just down below us is over here. We're gonna walk down to where all that action was this afternoon. There was a dozer in this field working when we were out here at lunch. And the choppers worked it pretty steady for most of the afternoon. Canucks. You're really worried about the Canucks, you guys. My word. You hockey people, like, remember back when hockey used to end when winter kind of ended? I know winter, we didn't really get winter this year, but once upon a time, the dog is hyper aware because she's never been here before. So she's kind of wondering. Yeah, here we go. What's that, Kathy? I please? You please? We all please? Pretty quiet. There's lots of good news though. I haven't heard anything for bad news. A couple of stations yet to report in here today, so I don't know if that's good news or bad news or not. Let's just hope it's good news. Top of the Hill reported in there and said, other than it's a little bit soft in there, it seemed like it wasn't nothing too serious. How many steps are you at today? That's Girly. That's my beauty dog that's with me. She's trained not to be on the leash for the most part, except when she sees somebody that she really likes. I don't know I don't know what my step count's at today, but for this live so far, 17 minutes in, I've gone 1.8 kilometers. So why do you want me to stop walking? We're going to the fire. We're going to check on the fire. That's what we're out here for. People want to see the action. They want to see the flames. They want to know what's going on. Here. You can look at me for a while till we get a little bit closer. Girly hanging out. Yeah. What a day. I'll tell you, that wind was pretty spooky when that rain went over top. So the rain missed us. However, we have to be thankful for our friends in Prophet River. I heard that they were getting a good shot of rain and they needed a good shot of rain. So awesome. We'll take it. Well, you just gotta not look at the screen then, Kat. I don't know what to tell you. We gotta make miles. I had to finish. I had to go eat. So everybody gets on me for not eating. I got my water with me. We're going to investigate. In order to investigate, I'm borderline not breaking the law, technically. You know, it is an evacuation notice, so people aren't supposed to be out driving around and doing whatever. So technically I'm not. I've never been told that I can't walk in this field. It's a private field. I think I'm doing the better of the things. I think I'm doing the right thing. Right? Oh, the wife's laughing at me. I see what that dozer was doing now. So they must have worried that hold on there, Mrs. Holmes, spin you around. They come down here. This was all dry grass. They come down here and tore it all up so that the none of the hot embers could get in there. Hi, girly. What a time. What a time we're living in, you guys. So, any other questions? What's the mist going on? It's really smoky over by town, you guys, but I assure you that we've looked at all the hotspot maps today, and we have, well, we're kind of mixed emotions. Me and my buddy have a camp on the river. In my opinion, me and my buddy had a camp on the river. In his opinion, me and my buddy have a camp on the river. You may have seen it in some of the videos. Yeah, from the hotspot NASA image that Mr. Gord Grant Jr. shared earlier got me thinking. So I went and compared it to another Google Maps one, and I'm pretty sure that hotspot is directly over top of where our cabin was. My buddy seems to think that maybe not. He has a different map with a different app that shows something a little bit different, but I don't know. I guess we'll see. It sure would be nice to get on the river once this all dies down, because there's definitely been a substantial amount of fire on the river, on the upstream side of town, I guess to say. They used it as a fire break. Yeah, I hope it's still there too. That was a lot of work. We loaded all of our gear, first boatload at the Musqueam launch, just below town there, and went up with the first trip, and then backed my car hauler in with a bunch of lumber on it in below the Takima Logging Road Bridge, and tearing and shuffled all the lumber up as I built. Our great local hockey star there, Ben Philippone. I don't know how to pronounce his last name there. Anyhow, that's the time I met him. I managed to convince that boy to brush his teeth with a pine sap stick. So, funny story for you. Girly. Yeah, let's wait. We got traffic. Let's wait. While we wait, there's looking up. Lights on at Tango Ridge's shop. So I guess it's smoky enough that the lights are on. But this guy got some loud ass tires. Hey, some loud ass tires. That was, I know exactly who that was. You might know who I was too. I'm not going to say who it is so that people don't know who's prowling around, but there you guys go. So the action I was showing you earlier, the majority of it was right here. This is Parker Creek. This is the creek that flows through our property. It's in the center of that triangle, which is right here. So the fire lines that I've cut, one starts there and goes up that way, and one starts there and goes up that way, and then there's parallels cut on the tops and corners cut wider. Oh yeah. What's annoying? What are you guys talking about here? Are you still talking about me walking? What? Oh my. I don't know what you guys are on about. Oh, the tires. Yeah, that was something else. Oh, what, do you guys miss stuff because of the tires? Is that what you're saying? So anyhow, the likelihood of this section here burning back towards the highway now is pretty nil. I don't really want to walk over there because my dog will follow me and then she'll be all black, but I'll zoom in for you guys. The whole idea is all the fuel from years and years of leaves and whatnot, all that dry fuel, all just burnt up and burnt and burnt and burnt. So all the headache and mental anguish and unfortunately some of the loss will provide us with several years of really good fire break. I thought of this today, and maybe some other people should mention this because I don't know. Me and old Mr. Mayor there don't quite see eye to eye, I don't think, but he did. There was a nice report I heard earlier today there that gave some credit to the people that were standing by or staying back and helping out with the effort in any way, shape, or form they can. I don't know if you actually meant to include me in that, but I'm going to assume that you did. That's really all I wanted to do to begin with. There's a bunch too. So yeah, we're standing here. Let's talk about them. Byron McLean showed up today with a water truck, asking if I needed water. I wasn't anywhere where he was accessible or needed water, but sure appreciate that. All the boys, okay, there's a whole pile of, I guess the Tango Ridge boys are fucking getting at her now, along with some other boys. So Seth Wakely, Ryan Ellingson, Rob Bradley, Gene Chabot, Gene Turgeon, James Turgeon, Chance Whidden. They're all killing it. Wyatt Matson, Sheldon Matson, breaking their backs, pushing fire line, running dozer, long hours. Then boys are going to get at her again tomorrow. I believe they're cutting this fire off now somewhere down here. They're herding it that way, so I believe they're working our break that way. I don't know exact details. I do have that information comes from operators, but I haven't seen a line drawn on a map to know exactly where they are, so I don't want to be presumptuous of that. So, not bad, you guys. Fort Nelson's still here. Talent's still here. It is. You wouldn't believe it, Kat. Like, there's not, you sometimes you don't hear a car for an hour. You don't hear anything for an hour, but you hear birds. And unfortunately, there was the one day that we were hearing the fallout from the pine needles or whatnot. It sounded like it was starting to hail or something, and it was pine needles dropping, crispy pine needles. Hey, I should record that. I could probably sell it. Record it and sell it for one of them sleep tracks or something along that lines. So anyhow, there's more to that listed group. I'm sure I've been naming off people as much as I possibly can, all the bed truck guys. Touching base on some of the things that are happening. Communication seems to be better from what I understand. My little birdie hasn't told me anything too much, and hasn't been silenced. You guys don't know who my little birdie is, I assure you. Hasn't led that there's too much more as far as conflict goes, which was, from what I understand, a big part of it. You know, once everybody realizes that we're all in the same boat together, local knowledge is key, especially seeing as the experience we have here. We're talking about, I've only been here since 2000, but we're talking about an oil field that extends way back. You know, the highway was built in 49. So you've got people that are generations from the old timers that built this highway. The knowledge base that's here in front of us is just absolutely incredible. And roll into town and disregard that doesn't seem like a very wise idea, so to say. So it's good to see that the rift seems to be ironing out. And when the rift is ironed out, then things seem to go a little bit smoother. Of course, that got played on the weather and supposedly the rain, but from all accounts that I got, the rain wasn't enough of substantial to help in anything. So we still had the gnarly winds. I don't know what the gusts were today, but it had to be somewhat substantial, especially when I was up on the hill. Hey, Simone. Lots of old timers with lots of experience. Put lots of time into stuff like that. Hey, Juanita. That was on a text message. You guys don't get to see that one. I just said, saw a message from her saying hello. I think it said thanks for keeping us informed or something. Something along that lines. I tell you, whoever rode this grass over did a heck of a job, and they were really wanting me to get my exercise in. Some of these things should count for stairs. Girlie's leaving me in the dust. She's supposed to be my bear dog. She's like, I'm out, peace out. Holy smokes. $55. I haven't even got to look. That's cool. I was at 52 something, I think, when this started. So it's nice to see that it's still going up. The wife suggested I try using her fancy thing there. Get to jog. I could, but I couldn't talk and jog. What's going on here? Oh, it's my buddies. Oh no, it's not my buddies. It's getting to be my new friends. I got to go get pictures of them tomorrow. That's the Fort Nelson Fire Department. Thanks, guys. That's the Fort Nelson Fire Department. I've been wondering where that truck has been. There's that one and there's another one. They've got a pickup with an open box on it that I haven't seen, that I believe they rigged up for instances like this. Don't quote me on me. Maybe they don't have it anymore, but if they do, it sure would be a useful piece of info, useful tool to have. I didn't catch that, Matt. If you're actually on the feed, I did not catch that. You're gonna have to repeat it. It's hard for me to grab a text message. No, I have not found my quad keys. My word. It's gonna be a hard year launching the boat without my quad keys. I stashed them so good when I don't even remember where we went. I hit them on myself and I can't find them, you guys. I'm getting old and I'm getting senile. I'm lost. Oh my God, you guys, I'm lost. Where am I going? Oh no. Probably got you all sick, didn't I? Anyhow, we're gonna hoof her back up here to where I left off. I'll walk you guys through the creek and back to the service car. This wind might blow this smoke off so we get a view of what's going on. Anytime we get a wind out of the north, it just clears the air up, just crystal clear here. Brenda. I do sleep. I swear to God, I sleep. Thank you, Richard, if you're heading out. Appreciate that. I got 5 hours and 31 minutes last night. It was glorious. I feel like I slept an eternity. I know that's not really good, but it's good for the last couple of days. So I'll take whatever I can get. Oh, I just about fell in a hole, you guys. Yeah. What else is going on? My right arm's getting tired. I can only hold my phone so close because I spent so much time on my phone. I did probably, I think, three interviews with reporters today. Believe I'm going to be on live TV with CBC tomorrow. Sent them some footage today, some things that were going on. That was nice, kind of put them on to some information that they should be paying attention to. International News Agency, they're going to do a little bit of digging. And sorry guys, there we go. They're going to do a little bit of digging and see what somebody with some news cred comes up with as far as the way operations went down, you know, particularly holdovers and fuel allotments and 41 planes sitting on a tarmac on Sunday, or helicopters. So again, she's pretty socked in, but that's kind of expected. There's a whole lot of smoldering going on right now. Whole lot of smoldering. We're definitely not safe. Well, we're safe. We're definitely not out of harm's way yet. There will be some probably more exciting moments in regards with this one and in regards with the other fire. Mother Nature's always just one step away from reminding us just how little tiny puny infants we are in comparison to the greater scheme of things. Yeah, not too shabby. They must have done this again. They must have looked at my video and said that my skid steer one was looking pretty good. So now my skid steer one doesn't look so good compared to theirs anymore, but hey, I tried. I certainly did. Sorry, you guys, I gotta get some water in. Well, we're back up to about the top now. So you can see there's the moon. So it's kind of smoky down to the south of us, but again, if you can see the moon right now, it can't be all that bad. Of course, now we got to find a way back through here. We do. Of course, I say we like you guys are involved or it's part of your problem. We'll find a spot where the deer and the elk are going through. That'll probably be the good spot to go through. So, another set of headlights coming down the road there. So there's a little bit of traffic moving back and forth. That's for sure. Shirley says we're going through here. Ooh, there's a big puddle there. We're probably a couple 100 yards down from where I went back out into that field now. There you have it. You two gals gonna just chat it up. That's good, it helps the algorithm. The more people talk, you guys, the more people ask questions, want to ask what's going on. Heck, you want to know what the heck I had for dinner, just shoot away. Be sure to hit the like button. There's 48 of you on here right now and only 13 likes, so I'd appreciate it if some of you would smash that there like button. And yeah, it's like our own little walking track we got going on here. With hurdles. Operator needs a little bit of work. Should have made it smooth. Should have made more time with my finesse, eh? How are you? $5. I can't keep up with you guys. What's Taryn bidding $5 on? How long did it rain for? It probably rained for about 15 minutes the first time. Sprinkles. It was just enough to make the highway look wet. And the gravel looked wet. You could tell like where the RV was sitting. And then it stopped, and then it did it again once more for, I don't know, about 10 minutes or so. It definitely wasn't enough to add up to anything. Oh, how much to hit the like button? You better just hit the like button, or I'll start editing you into some funky ways. So, I didn't really show you guys that, but this is what I did the first day with the skid steer. I went along and grubbed all the trees or whatnot out so that Jamie could come through here with the tractor, RNN's tractor, and disc it all up. That was just the first get something done when it was coming. So now we're making things a little bit better. This is the Frank Parker's, our old mare from way back in the day. I tried starting a campaign to get my buddy Frank Parker reelected there last couple terms ago there, but I couldn't convince him to run again. He said he just likes rather making noise nowadays and leave the politics to younger fellas. So we'll always still think of you, bud. My good friend Frank. He was the one that told me all about this bridge and the property and let me run my snowcat down here. He's way back, I don't know when, they got themselves an old CN rail car bridge. It's an old CN rail flat car. Tells you the shoes on it and everything. And they just laid her across the bridge. And I assure you, I know how much water this creek flows. And that thing, it's a good thing it's heavy, because I guarantee it's been underwater. The water has definitely flown over top of that that bridge. You guys. Well, I got 5 of you to hit the like button. Guess that's not too bad, right? So like if you guys look, if that fire gets in here, she's a tinder box waiting to happen. I should talk to my neighbor, see if maybe I can come get some firewood out of here, because there's some big trees, some big timbers. So that's our main goal. That's our main fear, is the fire getting into this creek, into this pine, into this spruce. And then we wouldn't know what we would be able to do with it. I'm going uphill now, you guys, if you hadn't been able to tell. It's the cheeseburger birds. Those that don't know, maybe he'll sing cheeseburger for us. Again, drop me a comment. Other than how much do you think I should pay you to hit the like button? That was for you, jackass. Right, honey? You didn't want to say cheeseburger, though. Now we're back in the familiar country. The other side. He's allowed to have cheeseburgers. Of course he is. I've spotted my service car. I was gonna go get a Jeep, then I had to move the car anyways, so I said to heck with it, and figured I'd just bomb around in the car a little bit. Our good friends and neighbors there, Hadlin, came and got his trailer and some stuff today, so they're preparing to be gone for a while. Yeah, I'm not going to town. I guess I could now. I guess I could now, but I wasn't going to town. I'm still trying not to move around. I don't need to. We're quite content. I don't need to be in anybody's way. I don't need a target on my back to say that I'm interfering with something or other, or who knows what. So I'll just do my thing, and that'll be that. So anyhow, I'm back at the service car, you guys. We'll call her a night at that, since nobody has any questions. Chicken, rice, and vegetables, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed the update. We're doing good, we're safe. We're not out of harm's way yet, but we don't have too much to worry about. Keilana would like to get her car moved as well. Why? Where's her car? You'll have to text me that. I'm out. Appreciate you guys. Show you the scratch. Your excavator's like 2 kilometers back the other direction. Oh, hey, just so you guys know, 3.55 kilometers is what you just walked with me. 3.55 kilometers. Hold on here. Hold on, pardon my technology. So today, no carrot cake either. Yeah, no carrot cake either. Hey, bro, so today, even with the service car, 23,500 steps. Service car in it. Appreciate y'all. Hope you have a good night. Thanks for tuning in. Please give it a share. Like I was saying before, the algorithm doesn't help much with these videos, but there's something that they got to get out. So away you go. Yeah, look at you go, Brenda. You went 3.55 kilometers and you're not winded at all. Appreciate y'all. See you soon, Jim.